guys, welcome to Soulful Guide and welcome to my home. And as you can tell from the title of the video is to trust your divine process. And what that means is I'm going to explain a little more, but I also wrote this for you. In the midst of it all, honor your body's requests. If it is tired, then rest. If it is anxious, then focus on relaxation. Don't push yourself beyond your limits. Listen to your body. Recognize when it needs rest versus when it's transforming. And so honor yourself. Okay, so always remember that we go through our bodies, our minds, our entire being goes through states of transformation. And in transformation, the process is that we have to find time to rest in all of that. It's balance. There's no going without resting and reflecting and stuff. So I want to let you know that this week is a good time to focus on yourself, but also to remember that you're also transforming. And in transformation stage, there has to be a little stopping along the way. And so to gear towards what might be happening this week, this is an intuitive morning message for you, is that you're in the right place. Everything is aligning perfectly for you. I want you to begin to embrace that a little more. And if you're tired, rest. If you're in a transformation stage, focus on this. Recognize that this is what the universe and God is telling you to do. Number one, remember grapes are crushed so that they can make wine. So if you're feeling this right now, remember that you're being processed. You're going through a process for a greater outcome. Number two, diamonds are formed under pressure. And so if you're feeling pressure to do something, to change, remember that there's always balance in it and you're always able to go at your pace. Always remember that. I love the animal, the turtle. No matter how slow the turtle is going, he gets to his destination. And that's one of my spirit animals. Slow and steady, we'll get there. And so even if it is that you're feeling the pressure to create the diamond that you truly are, remember to take a breather. Give yourself that. All right. And number three, olives. That's my husband's favorite thing to have. Remember that olives are pressed to release oil. So olive contains a lot of oil. You know, olive oil, the oil that we use to anoint our heads, or the oil that we use for so much different things, for cooking, for skincare products. Remember that if you're feeling pressed right now, it is because something needs to be released. And even in the midst of that, you still have such a good time to rest in the midst of that. It's never to rush. I don't think the universe wants us to rush. I think the universe wants us to embrace. I think God wants us to embrace more than anything else. So in your journey of being pressed, it is to release something greater inside of you. Number four, remember that whatever you're feeling, I've been focusing a lot on gardening these days, and the seeds, I have to dig a hole and I have to put them in. And so seeds grow in darkness. And so sometimes you may feel like there's darkness around you, but you're actually in a right place. And do not get distracted when you see the darkness. Sometimes we run away from the darkness because we were trained that light is the only thing that we need to see. But in true and in fact, a lot of things happen in the darkness that is really for our growth and transformation, and is a part of our divine process from God and from the universe. So I want to say this to you. If you're feeling pressed, if you're feeling crushed, if you feel like you're in the dark, you're actually in the right place for transformation. In closing, remember that God, the universe, is for you. He's rooting for you. Everything that is going on in your life is happening because of your divine process. No two-person goes through the same thing, but I can tell you that the outcome of going through whatever you're going through right now, it's because of your divine purpose and the divine calling on your life. And so we truly don't have anything to lose. And so I wanted to gear this week into focusing on, if you're working on your goals, if you're working on the things that matters most to you, remember that you can take a break and breathe, because it don't make sense you rush towards finding this goal or accomplishing this goal with and being tired at the end of it. I don't think the divine wants that, and I'm here to tell you that that's not the ultimate goal. Is to get there safe. It's also to get there with strength. It's also to get there with much purpose and feeling good. So everything about your divine purpose is not necessarily to beat you down to the ground. And even if you're feeling beaten down to the ground, you can stop and you can say, okay, it's time for time out. And always remember that your divine purpose is divine. It is to transform you. It is to help you to bloom into your best self. And even in the midst of all of that, you'll still arrive at your destination if you take a 2 minute break. Trust that. Trust yourself in that. And so that was my message to you guys. It was an honor and a pleasure to record this, and I hope that you will take this into your week to make sure that in the midst of all of the planning and all of the preparation for life, that you take a couple of steps backwards, a couple of steps forward to do whatever it is that you need to do. Give yourself that. See you in my next video. Peace and love.